Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Demon Deacons offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to run for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. He's going to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's got his man. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll immediately call timeout. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Duke. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Wake Forest, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. After the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They want that clock to run. And the Blue Devils will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes his connection. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Right back to him on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air, it's Murphy. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.